Hi everyone, this is Kevin. I'm a retired firehouse cook. Today I'm making cheesy bread with jalapenos. I've already put in the flour, which is 3¼ cups, 2 cups of your choice of shredded cheese. Today I'm doing pepper jack, and depending on the size of the jalapenos, you want about 2 small ones, 1½ large ones. These were pretty good size, so they're 1½ of the jalapenos. So I have that ready to go. Here I got 2 cups of warm water. I'm gonna put 2¼ teaspoons of yeast, or it's 1 package, and this is instant yeast. And I'm gonna put it in, stir it, and then pour it into the flour. Some people like to let the yeast sit in the water just to make sure it's active, but I know this is active. It's a new package. So go ahead and pour it in. And I'm just gonna mix it up with a spatula. Comes together pretty quick. Once you get it together, you could knead it a little bit if you want. I just go ahead and fold it a few times and cover it and let it sit for an hour. It should double in size, and we'll get ready for the next step. But it's all come together, and see if you can see it. There you go, you can see it. And I'm going to cover it and let it sit for an hour. So I'll be back in an hour. Okay, it's been an hour. I'm going to take my spatula, I'm going to knead the dough 6 times. Just take it from the edge and roll it to the middle. And then I'm going to take my Dutch oven. I like doing it in a Dutch oven. I just think it browns up real nice. So I have the oven set at 450 degrees to preheat. I preheat also the Dutch oven. My oven, it takes about 30 minutes to preheat to 450 degrees. So I'm going to cover my dough. All right, it's been another 30 minutes. I'm going to put a little flour on my counter, spread it out, and then I'm going to roll the dough out on the flour. And then I'm going to knead it. Get some flour in your hand so it doesn't stick as much. And if you need more flour, just put it on the counter. It's a little sticky when it's in the bowl, so you just knead it until it's not sticking to your hands anymore. You want to keep it into a ball. Like I said, I like using a Dutch oven. You don't have to, it's just something I prefer to do. So it's in a nice bowl, it's not sticking to my hands anymore. And either way you do it, either with a Dutch oven or on a piece of parchment paper. So I have that right here. I'm going to set it up on the parchment paper, keep it round. And you can put an X in here or 3 slices, but you want to mark it just to let the steam escape. Okay, I'm going to bring out the Dutch oven. in the brush over. I should say, be careful, it's hot. So, we're going to put it back in. And we're going to cook it for 30 minutes. So I'll be back in another 30. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to take the lid off. It's browning up real nice. And this is how much more time? Sometimes I can go 10 minutes, I'm sorry. And that's plenty. I lift up the parchment paper and I look at the bottom. If it's brown, it's done. But it's been raining the last 3 days, and so it's hard to say. So I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes and then check it. And if it's brown on the bottom and I'm happy with it, it's done. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Take it out and check it, and it looks good. So I'm done. Turn off the oven. Pull it out. Slide that off with a parchment paper and look at that. Does that look nice or what? So it's done on the bottom perfectly. And so we're gonna let it rest. Normally I would wait an hour before I start cutting it up, but my wife is a nurse at an outpatient surgery center, and she told everybody I was making the bread and they want it. So I'm going to take the bread to them, and I got a container of homemade garlic butter, which I'll have a video on how it makes soon. So check out my website for it. But hope you enjoyed it.
Put it up your mouth.
Like
And say like and subscribe, and then take a bite.
All right. What do you need to say?
Like and subscribe.
Thank you. Perfect.
Oh my Lord.